Our opening contest of the evening is scheduled for one fall for the GCW Light Heavyweight Championship. Your referee is Patrick Smalls.
I've never seen a sexier man. He's got it. Get up to, Travis. Get up to. I'm close to.
Introducing first the challenger, accompanied to the ring by his manager, Tiffany LaFane, from Hyannisport, Massachusetts, weighing 175 pounds, K.C. Karrington.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Wild Acres Gymnasium in Overland, Missouri for another great night of GCW action. I'm Patrick the Intern, to be joined by Travis Cook momentarily. There you see the challenger for the light heavyweight title here tonight, K.C. Karrington, accompanied to ringside by Tiffany LaFane. He's going to be taking on a man who has held that title for the past 5 months, Jackal. Should be a tremendous contest to open things up here tonight. Karrington very confident as always in his chances of victory.
How about you losers shut up for a second while a real man talks? Not cool, dude. Not cool. What do you think I'm doing? I'm speaking my piece. Shut up. Shh. Quiet. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, inbred hicks and losers still living with their moms. Shut up. I didn't ask you to cheer. You don't cheer unless I tell you to. I would like to welcome all of you to K.C. Karrington's night of celebration. But you, shut up, fatty. You asked, KC, what could you be celebrating? Is it the fact, shut up. Am I celebrating the fact that my girlfriend is 10 times hotter than anything this guy right here could ever get? It's a good point, but that's not what I'm celebrating. Am I celebrating the fact that the Cardinals actually won a ball game? That's not gonna happen, and by the way, go White Sox. Shut up. Don't cheer. I am out here to celebrate the fact that I finally get to claim my place in the sun and become the G, a C, a W, light heavyweight champion. But standing in my way is GCW's answer to Scrappy Doo. They call him Jackal. So tell you what, Jackal, I don't care if you're 3'4", 3'5", 3'6". You can be 4 foot for all I care. You bring your step ladder on out here and hand over my title. I'm done.
Well, K.C. Karrington may be about to get his butt kicked by Scrappy Doo, at least as far as his description goes.
And his opponent, the defending GCW Light Heavyweight Champion from the city of Midian, weighing 150 pounds, Jackal!
There you see him, the GCW Light Heavyweight Champion. He's held that belt for 5 months now. K.C. Karrington looking to put an end to that reign. And he's in no hurry to lock up with Jackal here. Now being joined by Travis Cook and Karrington.
Lucky you.
Karrington, some very disrespectful comments toward the champion here.
Well, absolutely. Casey Karrington opened his big fat mouth to get this night off to a rip-roaring start, but he's in there with a man who's been a very, very favored light heavyweight champion by the fans here, and that's Jackal, a young man who gives up a lot in size, but he's so quick, he's so sudden. He's been able to keep that light heavyweight title for quite a long time because of it.
Casey Karrington could be a Scooby snack by the time this is over.
Well, you had to go a long way for that one, didn't you, Patrick?
Yes, I did.
Yes, indeed. You're still wearing your Scooby-Doo underoos, I'm sure, but please don't show me. As there's Jackal, the light heavyweight champion.
Why you're interested in what I wear under my clothes is none of anybody's business.
Well, nobody else is. Casey Karrington and Jackal now, light heavyweight championship action. Great curtain raiser here in Overland, Missouri. Of course, Tiffany LaFane at ringside, the girlfriend or manager or whatever you want to call her for Casey Karrington. And believe me, a lot of fans around the area have had some choice words to call her.
Not all that we can repeat on these microphones.
Jackal now takes him over with a headlock. In fact, a few nights ago in Mount Vernon, Illinois, they came out to the ring. Some of the fans were holding up dollar bills at Tiffany LaFane. I wonder what that's in reference to. You wouldn't know. Wrist lock now by Jackal. Into the headlock.
I've got a few ideas.
Hammerlock now by Karrington. He was able to reverse the positioning there. You know, Karrington may be an obnoxious little punk, but he's got his wrestling skill, no question about it. Jackal, though, breaking up that situation with a drop toe hold now, going into the Fujiwara armbar. And look at that, just paintbrushing him. Well, Jackal giving Karrington a little bit of the attitude here.
A little bit of his own medicine there, and it doesn't taste good.
Well, Karrington complaining of his must hair. Well, you're in there with a light heavyweight champion, young man. You got a lot more to have on your mind than some must hair.
He's very proud of that hair, I'm told.
Collar and elbow tie up once again now. Karrington with a wrist lock. Underneath and cranks it again. What a card we've got lined up for you tonight, particularly the heavyweight championship best of three falls match. Cameron Cage to defend against Slim Sexy Sean Vincent. Of course, over the years here in St. Louis, we've seen so many great best of three falls title matches. I remember Ric Flair and King Kong Brody going to an hour in one of those one time. Some great ones with Harley Race and Ric Flair and so many others. We're going to see another one here tonight.
We just saw a chop exchange between these two.
And look at Karrington run away.
Yeah, Jackal shoved him down, and Karrington deciding to take a little bit of refuge on the outside.
Well, now Tiffany LaFane on the outside, just imploring her man to get back in the ring. You know, I wonder who wears the pants in that relationship. Or skirt, as the case may be.
Again, you're suddenly turning into a fashion consultant here. I don't understand this.
No, better me than you. Have you looked in a mirror lately?
As a matter of fact, I have.
Karrington back in the ring now. Light heavyweight title match to open it up here in Overland. Underneath goes Jackal. Into that go behind. Schoolboy roll up, count of 1-2. Karrington rolls through, but Jackal grabs the front chancery. And now into the hammerlock goes Karrington into a front face lock.
We've seen some tremendous technical wrestling thus far between these two. Karrington, he can go in the ring. You talk a lot about the cheap shot tactics that he and Stephen Kennedy tend to use, but he can get it done in there.
He certainly can. You cannot question his athletic ability. You also cannot question the fact that he's a grade A jerk, but nonetheless, he's an accomplished athlete.
He's already been GCW Tag Team Champion in his young career, looking to add a little bit more gold to the resume.
Jackal now with a go behind, but it's Karrington with a wrist lock. Of course, you'll remember how he and Stephen Kennedy won those tag belts several months ago by deliberately injuring both Rebecca Reyes and Sean Vincent. Now they're trading kicks in the center of the ring. And Jackal takes Karrington down.
Another big shove there.
And again, Karrington ducks out to the floor.
Karrington looking for a breather here, but Jackal right out after him.
Jackal giving chase on the outside. Karrington back to the inside, and he caught him coming in.
And there you see the tactics we were just talking about. Karrington, that was a little bit below the belt.
That was a headbutt to the groin. The referee should disqualify him right there. I think the referee's view partially obstructed.
Referee perhaps showing a little bit of leeway in a championship encounter.
Well, there's a little bit of leeway and there's an automatic disqualification. That should have been an automatic DQ. But Karringtion on the offensive now with those right hands.
That was enough for Karrington to take command of this matchup. Jackal holds onto the ropes, though.
Good move by Jackal. Oh, low bridge, and over the top goes the challenger.
This time Karrington didn't want to go to the outside, but he's there anyway.
Well, he spent enough time out there this match. Baseball slide by the champion.
Jackal going out after him here.
Onto the shoulders, Jackal Conrana.
Head first into that sign.
Jackal on the offensive now.
If Jackal can turn this into an aerial contest, I think he'll have the advantage. That's what he's been able to do.
You may very well be right, Patrick. That is Jackal's game plan. That's what he excels at.
Jackal breaking the count. He wants to win this in the ring.
Driving the knees now, and to the head this time. Down goes Karrington.
This could be just a matter of time before Jackal finishes this one off. Karrington looks like he's out of it on the outside.
Oh! Savant kick to the back of the head. And right into that steel railing. Nowhere for Carrington's head to go.
And Karrington now going to the eyes. That's one way to change the momentum.
Boot to the midsection now as Jackal tried to balance himself and keep himself from going into that railing. But Karrington, the opportunist. Now what is this? Come on, Tiffany LaFane getting some cheap shots in there.
Yeah, she's definitely not above getting involved in a matchup.
That's a typical East Coast woman for you. Karrington now.
You're on a roll tonight.
Bringing Jackal back into the ring. You know, Tiffany LaFane has got to be Hillary Clinton's favorite manager. Karrington now bringing Jackal back off the canvas. Snap suplex.
We're not going to get into politics tonight. We already discussed this.
Yep, win any way you can, whether legal or not. Count of two there. And Karrington questioning Patrick Small's count, but it has been consistent all night. Running knee lift.
Yeah, you can say a lot of things about Patrick Smalls, but he's not the type to be biased toward one person or the other.
That's true. He's a fine official, and he's very consistent. An accomplished official here in GCW.
Now Karrington just choking Jackal against the ropes. Once again, got to break before the 5 count. That would be a disqualification.
Karrington stretching it to 4.5, but Jackal reversing. Spine buster!
Nicely done. That may turn things around here.
Count of 2 and no!
Very close. Jackal almost retained the title right there. Got to figure out what he's going to do to put away KC Karrington here. Karrington's showing quite a bit of resiliency here.
But he's taking some forearms now, and Jackal with a whip into the turnbuckles. Here comes the champion. Nobody home. Schoolboy, feet on the ropes. No, no, no. Oh, the referee saw it. Good officiating. Good officiating by Patrick Smalls.
Karrington thinks he won.
Well,
referee trying to tell him he saw the feet on the ropes. Referee explaining it to him now.
Boots to the midsection. Hooks the arms.
Could be kill switch number 2 if
to
he
the
hits
corner.
It. Karrington trying to block it here.
He went for that momentum, but Karrington put the block on him.
He's going for lap of luxury there.
What is this? Jackal brings him up. Powerbomb. 1, 2. That is all. Here's your winner and still GCW Light Heavyweight Champion, Jackal. Jackal with another impressive title defense.